everyone, this is Predpool. Welcome back. I got another review. This time I have the Mythic Legions Gladiator Legion Builder, which was available for pre-order last year. So they're shipping out now. I already did a video for the Barbarian. So now I'm doing for the Gladiator, which is the second figure I had ordered. I only had ordered these two figures from last year. And well, so far I'm very impressed with this figure. It comes with quite a bit of accessories. Some of the accessories I'm really looking forward to use to paint up and so forth. So let's take a closer look at this figure. So as you can see, here he is. Let's take a closer look with the camera. So definitely nice flesh tone he has. There's his helmet, typical for those gladiators times. He comes with the metal arm. Then silver. It's a kind of like a flat silver. It's in the camera it seems quite shiny, but in person it's a little bit flat, but nothing, as far as like that seems like low quality whatsoever. Very, very well done. And I kind of like it that it's that way in person because it allows for, again, for painting if you want to, as far as mix it up a little bit and change the color on his armor, which I plan to do down the road. So he comes with the bare feet, but we're going to get into the other option that comes with this figure, which is pretty neat. So, and there's his back. So it has quite a wide back, and then he has, again, to put his arm, if you want to add his armor, on the shoulder armor. Alright, so let's get into what he comes with. As I mentioned, he has the bare feet, but he also comes with two armored feet that if you want to use, you can switch them out. But for right now, I'll keep them for the bare feet. So these we have seen in other figures in the past. He also comes with a sword, which also we have seen before, the short sword. But definitely, if you decide to paint it up, if you get this figure, get some nice detailing in there that you can definitely use to make it really stand out. Then he comes with this shield, and he has where you can, the handles, not the clip, and just make sure that you don't throw the handle, because it does come in two separate pieces, so you have to attach the handle to it. And he has this spear that we've seen quite often. And I plan to give him the trident that came with the Barbarian. I think it will fit him better as far as with the gladiatorial times. So I'll put this with this spear with some other spears that I have just like it in storage for future use. Now for me, one of the star items that we get with this figure is this shoulder armor. That is just crazy. This thing, I have some ideas just growing through my head, whether to use with this figure or to use with Sir Gerard, or even with the Barbarian. But definitely it's a silver, but if you paint this thing up with different colors, maybe paint this white skull, and then if you want to paint black or red, so gold, so etc., this thing will really stand out, I think, in your collection. So this is just an awesome piece to have. So even if you don't want to use it with this figure, definitely you can use this for another one and just have the other figure just stand out. Alright, so his articulation, I'm just going to go real quick. Again, if you collect this line, nothing has changed as far as what you're used to. You lift his arms up, single joints. So this is right out the package, so I don't really mess too much with him as far as moving him around. So yeah, I have no issues as far as moving his joints out of the package. No heating, none of that has to be done. Again, this is right out the package. I haven't really messed around a lot with this figure. So alright, so let's go ahead and do some comparisons. Alright, so here we have him with a female Barbarian, and next to Sir Gerard, so you can have a comparison between the female buck and one of the other ones from also the 1.0 body, just like this one. So just to give you an idea on the height of this Gladiator. Next up, we have here X-Ray Gladiator figure, which I had shown in my other review with the Barbarian. So just to give you an idea, as far as we mix it up with this line, and I put it next to him on his other side, the McFarlane Chaos Marine. I feel like that figure can sort of be squeezed into, if you want into, like, again, to the Knights and so forth. The only thing that gives him away, I think, is his chest tubes, but definitely I'll kind of like fudge him into like pictures as far as like a Dark Warrior to fight some of the Mythic Legions figures, you know. And I gave him the sword that came with the Barbarian Deluxe. So anyway, so here's a comparison between those lines. Now let's just a few more comparisons. And here's a random comparison with Mattel Revelation figure, Man at Arms, and next to him NECA, as far as a Predator. This one I like because, again, he has that medieval look with his armors and so forth, so I tend to mix him in. But again, just to give you an idea of his size with other lines. And here we have Thor Ragnarok Hulk, or Gladiator Hulk, in comparison with this Gladiator from Mythic Legions. So I always feel that you can kind of mix this Hulk in with this type of line just to have some fun, to have a big animated fight against. Alright, so here I put him with some of his accessories. Again, that trident is from the Barbarian, but I felt it fits him better being a gladiator. There's his shield, and there's his shoulder armor, his pauldron. That, again, it's just a great piece that this figure came with. So definitely, again, like I mentioned before, if if it's painted well and so forth, it's going to be a very nice adornment for either this figure or if you want to use it for another figure. Now, one thing that some may be asking is that as far as the Barbarian and this Gladiator, their skin tone, are they comparable? Well, I say yes. I think they are. So basically what this means is, if you want to interchange the parts, give this guy's chest to the Barbarian, it will work. So I think that's a fun thing, which I'm planning to do actually. I want this Barbarian to be more muscular looking, and I'll make some kind of different character with this down the road. But yeah, the skin tone do match. So you should be able to, if you want to, between these two figures, mix it up a bit, if you want. So that's a little fun fact for you if you were questioning or wondering if you had ordered these figures and haven't received them yet. There you go. All right. Oh, by the way, the Barbarian, I did paint up a little bit. Again, a little bit of detailing. So he's kind of comes a plain color. So this copper looking is stuff that I added. It didn't come with the figure. And then also his axe I painted to also have that wooden look. So yep, but that's what's neat about these figures. And you don't, whether you want to fully paint them or just paint some of the details just to have them stick out a little bit, so much flexibility you can do as far as to make them unique to your liking, whether you're an expert customizer or a novice like myself. All right, I hope this video was helpful, and I hope that if you order these that you get them soon, so that way you too can enjoy having them in your collection and posing and so forth. All right, everyone, have a good one. Take care.